and see what we got.
He's calling again.
He's calling again? Yeah.
Looks like we got 2 channels now.
No, 1 channel.
Is it 1 channel?
Yeah,
still?
1 channel. Tell you what, let me go through this here. That's still 1 channel. That is still 1 channel. That is still 1 channel.
So I restarted everything, and I can see that Dick is calling, and he's been calling back to back to back.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to grab him here. Hey, Dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's up, pal?
How you doing, buddy?
You know, just making a silk purse out of a sow's ear, baby.
Yeah, I just wanted to say my prediction. I'm still going to be a Browns. I think they can win it Sunday with this new quarterback. And I also think, guess what? Ohio State's going to be good.
Does the season start on Sunday?
Yeah, the season starts on Sunday.
Huh. They're playing Baker Mayfield and the Panthers. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Hello, Bill. Hello, Mary.
Yo.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. September the 11th. What a day that will
September the 11th.
live in infamy. Right. Okay. So you're excited. All the controversy and the other stuff. It doesn't sway you one way or the other. Is that right, Dick?
That's right. And I wanted to tell you something else, too.
Okay.
I think, the Kettering Banjo Society I'm loyal to, but I've been talking to a lot of people that hear the Dulcimer Group and the jam session, so I'm not home too much anymore, Alan and Bill and Mary. I've just been playing a lot, meeting some good people, and I might be going down to Kentucky do a jam session. How about that?
Dick, don't you have a woman at home?
Yeah.
Well, what is she? I mean, she's literally your old lady. What do you? What does she do when you're out gallivanting and dulcimering and banjoing your way across the Northeast?
The doctor put her on limited her legs. You know, it's like she's paralyzed, so I have to do more of the. It's a sad story. I have to, do a lot. Get her groceries and do errands and stuff.
I don't think we ever knew that was her condition.
Yeah.
So you're already you're already kind of her caretaker then.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So if
but I'm doing good.
Right.
How do you like the new studio?
wait, Dick. They're great. There's an inflatable rat outside. The phones don't work. It's awesome. So you said I'm not going to be at home much. I'm going to be out playing. What if your woman has some kind of emergency? Is there like she fire up a jitterbug?
We got a couple caregivers here to help her out.
Okay.
Yeah, but
all right. Well,
always a pleasure, guys.
Yes, you too, Dick. Thanks, pal. So Dick was my canary in the coal mine there with the phones. I guess I have to pick them up, maybe, Cody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried rebooting everything, and I can see people calling. I just can't pick them up and get their information for whatever reason. It doesn't allow me to have access.
Okay.
Oh, God.
This is Dick regaling Mary with a tale in the parking lot at Connections in Toledo or wherever she was. That's still around?
No.
Where you were in Dayton. You were at the Chuckle House in you were at the Wiley's.
Comedy Club.
Wiley's in Dayton. It's just one note. He's playing that song, Jones Girl. Remember Jones Girl? That's Dick's version of the sax player on the Jones Girl. Yeah. Oh, so exciting. Hey, the Guardians will play tonight. They've already taken the first 2 in this 3-game series against the Kansas City Royals. So this will go down 8-10 tonight. They're hoping for the sweep. You'll hear it here on WMMS, of course, on the iHeartRadio app as well. And if you want to use the promo code BUZZ over at CLE Clothing Company, it's right around the corner from us down here, the flagship store, but they're all over the place. And they're dropping another retro buzzard football tee. I retweeted this morning. They're always dropping some cool new MMS stuff. So Buzz will get you 20% off whatever you buy at CLE Clothing Company. You can leave us messages, by the way, on the app if you like. See, I'll tell you what. I don't blame you one bit for me to have the temerity to think that I'm going to do any better than Rat. Forget about it. But now that guy's gone because he changed the channel. He could have heard a little bit more Rat there. Poundcake's greatest dream came true on a Southwest Airlines flight. That they threatened to turn back around because somebody wouldn't stop airdropping nudes to people.
I'll turn this thing around. You're not sending one more deep pic.
If you don't put that away, I'm going back to Omaha.
It's probably, this time I'm saying it's a woman. Is it a woman this time or is it a dude sending nudes still?
I mean, this was I don't know. Somebody was sending nudes. Someone was airdropping nude photos on a flight. This as a man.
Okay, boring old man.
Practice of airdropping nudes to strangers, also known as cyber flashing,
was
almost outlawed in New York State a couple years ago. Imagine the person lobbying for that to not become.
Whoa, you gotta be quicker.
Yeah, I think it's undeniably gross, but there's something about people walking around airdropping nudes to people that makes me laugh. I know kids have phones too, and like I said, it's gross, but it's just something funny about that to me. Because it's
that
so
easy.
dumb.
And just the idea that why would you think someone wants to see your nudes?
It's not that you want somebody wants to see them. It's just you want people to see them.
Yeah.
Probably the grosser, the better.
Oh, God, no, that's worse.
Wasn't there a guy like a month or two ago we talked about, and he airdropped a picture, and the girl sitting next to him was like, "Is that you?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, dude got arrested.
Yeah.
Like in June.
Mm-hmm.
She blew him up, and this pilot, he wasn't taking no guff. They hadn't even left the tarmac yet. A guy got on the plane, couldn't wait to start sending people his balls. They say nudes, but you know what that means.
Something gross.
D-pics.
Or it could be like a crack or something. Something
I don't
gross.
think
It's not a crack. Nobody's going to get off, if this is your kink, nobody's going to get off by sending everybody a crack.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Let's get you to Cabo.
Quit sending naked pictures.
I couldn't wait.
Naked Cabo.
He's so mad.
I'm going to have to get security involved. You don't want to know where they're going to put the zip ties. If I got to call the air marshals, it's going to be a lot of trouble.
Imagine you're that bored with your life. You're on your way to Cabo, and you're like, nope, still got to send nudes. Still have to.
Yeah,
I'll
but
do it every time.
But if you're going to be bored anywhere, I can kind of see when you're waiting to take off being bored.
Wait till
You're
you
on the
get off
tarmac.
plane.
I was reading the other day about a flight that had gone. It was on the tarmac for 6 hours. Like it got deplaned and then replaned and then deplaned again and then replaned. People are just trying. How are the logistics so bad on something like that?
What do you mean logistics? As in,
Like, why would a plane be on a tarmac for 6 hours?
I don't know. When we came back from Mexico, we sat on that tarmac for 2 hours. So
When we were headed to Mexico, they canceled our flight 20 minutes before it was set to board because they didn't have a crew.
yeah, and
Like, how do you not have a flight staffed? you know, if you're a pilot or you're a flight attendant, or whatever, you know what flight you're going to be on. I would think you'd want to be on the one to Mexico. They were like, oh,
Maybe
yeah.
they all had COVID.
I had to tell the pilot the flight was canceled. He didn't even know. He's standing there next to me. I go, were you the pilot on this flight? I go, yeah. I go, they just said it's canceled, bro.
Oh, sweet.
He's got the uniform on.
Going back home. No,
Yeah, like you're at Detroit Metro.
I just remember when we were coming back, we waited 2 hours on the tarmac because they didn't have any staff. There was one person doing bags and luggage for 3 different planes. So the plane that was already docked, he had to load the luggage on. There was another plane ahead of us, so he had to take that luggage off, and then they had to deplane, and then we were next after that, and they had to take all our luggage off. So it was literally just an ordeal. We sat there on the runway for 2 hours, and it was like 3 in the morning? It was ridiculous.
I never complain too much because I think I've led a pretty charmed life when it comes to air travel. I've never had a lost bag. I don't think I've ever sat waiting to go somewhere for 4 hours, anything like that. I've been pretty lucky.
Have you ever stopped a terrorist attack?
That's a good question.
I mean, I don't recall that I have. I mean,
I feel like that's something you remember.
What constitutes a terrorist attack? I mean, somebody playing episodes of Gilmore Girls behind me, and I just punch them in the face repeatedly until they.
No, that's just somebody trying to. No, there was one time there was a guy, and he was going to eat a tuna fish sandwich, and I said, no way. And I threw him off the plane like Indiana Jones.
Maybe this time when I get on a plane, my TV will actually work. I always get the jank seat where my TV doesn't work, nothing works. I get the broken armrest.
Stop flying Spirit, bro.
I don't fly Spirit. I fly Frontier.
That's also
It's
Spirit.
the worst. It's still bad.
What are you flying to get to Colorado?
Frontier.
Okay.
Alan, I'm curious, what does Punch Juice consider rich? Because he said he doesn't have any friends in Ohio that make more than $100K, but he said his friends on vacation are getting a private chef. I clear $100K easy. I would never consider getting a private chef. Your friends are like TikTok rich, though, right? Like they made their money on like OnlyFans and stuff. They're like D-pick rich.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, they have good jobs and they have no kids.
Yeah, they're dinks. Double income, no kids. I have a friend that has a trust fund. I have a friend that has a really good job. Gay, has no kids. And then his fiance has a really good job and gay and no kids. So essentially together, they're like a $500,000 couple just gallivanting around the world. So for all intents and purposes, I don't know if they have millions, but they got money. They got no student loans. And if you get a travel stipend to go wherever you want to go, then you got money. As far as I'm concerned, you're rich. I don't care if you have $1 million in your bank. If you have access, if you've made $1 million in your lifetime, I consider that rich.
Also,
In your short lifetime.
if you're splitting up a private chef so everybody has to just pay $70,
It's nothing.
that's not bad at all.
I don't think that's bad.
Is it $70 for the whole weekend?
No, it's just for that night.
Yeah,
Just
for
for that night.
one meal.
So I
But
consider
again,
that
that's
as
still
like a
not
meal.
bad.
Again, I
Well,
would never
maybe.
be able to.
I guess you could kick in $70 a pop.
Yeah.
10 people.
I just thought that was bougie because my POOR way of thinking would be, why don't we just get Uber Eats or we get.
Why does he spell it?
Because he doesn't want to say it.
Oh.
If he says it, it makes it true.
Oh, he puts it on the universe? Yeah, but he
Also,
has said it. I mean,
The worst option is Uber Eats. It's the worst because it's never.
But it's
Cold.
fresh.
comes to you lukewarm and
Yeah.
mushy and
But again, they live out there, so they can drive to go wherever. We can order takeout, pick it up, and bring it back.
Or just cook a meal,
Or
or
that
have
too.
it cooked.
so you have therein lies the private chef. So maybe I'm misunderstanding. So a portion of your friends are already out there.
I have two friends that the travel nurse,
Travel
and the one
nurses,
that works
okay.
remote.
They live in Denver
They
now?
live in Denver now.
Gotcha.
They're stationed in I say stationed.
They were in Seattle for a while or
They're
whatever.
in Seattle.
Yeah, okay.
They're going to Alaska next.
Right.
They've been all over. So whenever they go, I usually try to make a trip
They'll
out
probably
there
have
because it's
fewer
free.
people visiting them in Alaska than in Denver.
Probably.
Yeah.
I still have never visited them in Seattle nor Los Angeles, but that's where they acquire all these friends. Every city they visit, they make another group of gays. So we have people from, honestly, they have friends.
They are all over. That's for sure.
So
You can go to any city and you'll find The gays.
So this is essentially a reunion of all their friends that they've met while travel nursing, picked to live in a house, and pretty much have their lives taped at this point, because I imagine it's going to be a lot of drinking, a lot of TikToking, a lot of matching outfits and hot tubbing.
What natural disaster is Cody's gay weekend going to cause? Is it going to be a hurricane?
Because so many
or
gays
an
are together in
avalanche?
one
Yeah.
house.
An avalanche.
Yeah, what's it going to be?
It's going to cause
Flood of some sort?
I mean, there are.
I think a new plague.
I think it's going to be more organic. There are already tropical depressions that are going to be hitting the eastern seaboard, and they're concerned that they'll upgrade them to hurricanes.
Oh.
I think their presence out there in Denver, where there's always, friends of ours, some of them were up north with us this past weekend, came in from Denver, and they're thinking of coming back to the Midwest because they're like, something's always on fire.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. But Colorado's such a beautiful place that people hate to leave because they're like, 15 minutes, you're in the mountains, you're hiking, you're doing whatever, right? But I think that them out there.
It's just so much gay.
Too many gays in one. And
Jesus can't handle it, Cody.
see, to them,
But how much is too much?
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like it's going to be a lot.
10?
15. With a private chef and matching outfits in a hot tub?
Will the
Man.
private chef be gay? Because that might
sure
put you
there's-
just over
That'd be
the
what does it.
precipice of Jesus going,
Earthquake!
sorry,
well, it's just funny because, of course, the house
super volcano.
that we we're renting this weekend from, is owned by a gay couple. So they probably have the monopoly on that whole little neighborhood. So it's owned by gays.
Any straight people in this group?
Yeah, the girls. I
The
don't think
girls.
I don't think there's any gay guy. Well, the guy that we're traveling with, like my friend is bringing her boyfriend. He's probably the only straight guy coming. Everyone else is gay.
Is there going to be a girl there that you could possibly lose your Vag V card to?
Possibly, because we have bunk beds. All the single people. The
Bunk
single
beds.
people are in one room. There's 4 of us. So there's one girl, then me, and then 2 gays, and they're single. The girl's single, and then me. So we got bunk beds. And
You got to turn them into spunk beds, bro.
maybe
God.
I'm more curious about what do we have a
You're going to come back. Listen, here's what's going to happen. It's not going to be a natural disaster. You're going to come back with monkeypox. I was reading a thing this morning. They're like, all the major cities that have like gay orgies, they're all shut down indefinitely because monkeypox is freaking people out
we won't be in
the
city.
gay community. They're like, let's have a moratorium on living our lives, which sucks, but they're like, you're going to come back with monkeypox.
I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna get on Grindr for a second. I'm just gonna see what's out there.
Aren't you vaccinated against it, though?
Against monkeypox?
No.
I thought Cody got the monkeypox vaccine.
No.
Do they have a monkeypox vaccine?
Yes.
They do. It's almost impossible to get now, though.
My friend in New York got it.
Yeah, might have been one of the last people to get it, though, because they were just once they determined that it was largely in the male gay population.
No, he's a gay guy.
That's what I'm saying. Once they determined it was largely in that community, not exclusively, but mostly, they were just flooded with people making appointments to get the vaccine. But nobody expected this, really, so they're running low. I never heard Poundcake was...
No, I didn't go that far. Sorry, I didn't do
Protect
that.
yourself, Cody. You're 30.
29, so I still make foolish decisions.
Are you here tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah, he's here tomorrow. He's gone Friday. He leaves Friday morning. Or is it Thursday night?
Friday morning.
Man, you're going to have such a good time.
I hope so.
You are. You're going to have a great time.
I just
A
tried.
cabin with your pals and drinking and a private chef who's just going to be, I guarantee, just going to be wearing an apron.
Is it a house or is it a mansion? Like what?
Are you asking me where
We don't
you're
know where
going?
staying.
But
I thought Mary didn't ask a lot of questions.
But what qualifies as? I'm just saying how many bedrooms do you have to have before it's no longer a house? It's a mansion. Because I keep saying we rented a house, but they're like, no, it's a
I
mansion.
think a mansion is a state of mind. My house
Okay.
is a mansion.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
House is a
You've
mansion.
You've never been there. My house is a mansion.
We were just in a house.
It's the
The
Berea
house we were in
mansion.
up north, we had 19 people total. And I think it was like an old, there was a historical marker in front that said
Big old
1924.
Victorian house.
Big
yeah.
house on the lake, yeah. It was a series of houses, and we rented one of them. And it was one of these rooms where, like, the master or one of the masters was like a huge long room with like a fireplace and a deck and a thing. But you had to go through that to go up a stairwell to get to the other floor to get to another series of bedrooms. So these old houses can be real big, but
servants' quarters.
It's like a labyrinth kind of.
I looked up the definition. It says a typical real estate definition of a mansion is a home that offers at least 5,000 square feet of space and at least 5 to 6 bedrooms.
Yeah, that's my house.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's my house in Brew.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Mary's on the come up.
5,000 square feet of.
Finish it.
No.
Finish it.
Nothing.
Finish everything on your plate.
That's my inside source right there in the sunglasses. Well, I guess they all do.
The guy who.
With the clipboard.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The guy who texted you the information we already had?
I got the other information we didn't have. We want to know who Scabby is without old Bill Squire.
You knew him, or he was listening? And
I know him, yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a break. You want to text for anything? 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You want to watch live there. And, of course, you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Ups.